This moment, woven with ancient secrets that touches your soul like a celestial melody, invites you to open the doors of the sacred message of divine love. The moment has arrived, my child, for us to both bravely face the danger that is currently threatening your kid. Overhead, dark clouds are accumulating. Unseen powers are rapidly thwarting his future. Waiting or doubting is not an option at this moment. This is a dire warning. You need to take immediate action. My dear child, the phrase, rescue you? What do you mean by rescue? May have made your stomach turn or your heart race. I know it's a strong word, but do not mistake my urgency for fear, kid. Time is running out, which is why I'm here, not to frighten you, but to remind you that your son needs you now more than ever because the issue is genuine. I implore you to take a moment, listen, comprehend, and act, even if terror consumes your heart. This is divine intervention, a voice from above urging you to rise and take action before it's too late, not just another message. We will face this storm together, so take a deep breath, calm your heart, and walk with me. Before I reveal who your son needs to be rescued from so that you may fully understand what I mean by rescue, you must know that the spirit of prosperity and deliverance is upon us. I call upon you to support this mission. If you feel moved in your heart, please consider donating $20, $50, or more via the YouTube Super Thank You button and join our community by purchasing a membership to the channel. Your contributions are not merely gifts. They are seeds of faith planted in fertile ground, destined to yield a bountiful harvest. As the Bible declares in Malachi 3:10, "Bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. Test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that there will not be room enough to store it." Remain steadfast in the truth, my child, for this message is intertwined with divine purpose. Let us press forward in faith, united in the knowledge that our actions today will secure a future of prosperity and deliverance for your son. Your son has a woman in his life. No, my darling, she is someone he fully trusts. She is not a stranger, nor is she from a distant place. She might be someone he confides in, a close friend, or even someone he loves very deeply. But here is the hard truth. She is the very cause of the storm that now looms over him. In his innocence, your son does not see it. He believes in her completely and trusts her without a second thought. Yet, that very trust is blinding him and placing him in grave danger. He does not notice the tempest hiding behind her sweet words, nor the shadows lurking behind her smile. I cannot remain silent because I see what is unfolding, and I ask you now, will you listen to what she is doing to your son? My child, I need you to listen with an open mind, even if what you hear seems impossible or too painful to accept. This is an urgent moment calling for decisive action. As we stand together, ready to confront the truth and step toward the light, I invite you to support this ministry of deliverance. If you feel moved in your heart, please consider donating $20, $50, or more through the YouTube Super Thank You button. Join our community by purchasing a channel membership so that we can continue to spread this vital message of hope and salvation. Remember the words of Psalm 37:4. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Trust that as we stand together in faith, the blessings of the Almighty will pour forth, guiding your son out of the storm and into a life of purpose and prosperity. Let us move forward united in truth and in the promise of His everlasting love. Pay close attention, my kid. You will be shaken by what I am going to tell you. This is a wake-up call, a communication from above, not merely a warning. You have to listen to it, comprehend it, and take action. Not a stranger, not a distant person, but a woman who is so close that neither you nor your son would ever suspect her, my child. She has effortlessly gained his trust by walking by his side, saying nice things to him and consoling him when he is upset. She enters his life like a shadow in the light. But hear me out. There's something sinister hiding behind that well-known face. Through her, a secret force is at work, and its goal is obvious: to ruin your son's future. I understand that your heart is racing. You want me to call her out, to expose her, to tell you all of the lies she has spoken, and I will. But first, you need to calm down, because this isn't your typical betrayal. His very future is being attacked by this. Is she trying to harm him? You could ask. But this approach is far riskier, my child. She is pursuing his mission, not his body. Everything that makes him strong is what she wants to take. She wants to stifle the dreams I've given him, destroy his confidence, and sap his enthusiasm. She's doing it in a way that will make you wonder, how far can evil go to ruin a person? This woman is feeding him ideas that are not his, cloaking her dishonesty in politeness, and whispering doubtful things into his ears. She is trying to convince him that he is not destined for anything more, that his aspirations are unrealistic, and that his efforts are in vain. She is guiding him into a trap where his own thoughts will turn against him, gradually dragging him off the course I laid out for him. If she is successful, he will voluntarily give up his future rather than fight for it. And that's why her ideas are so risky, my child. The best way to ruin someone is not to kill them, but to make them feel that their life isn't worth living. I refuse to allow this to occur. I need your support, but I will not allow the darkness to triumph. I need you to pay attention, and I need you to take action when the time is right. Before I tell you the two evil strategies she is employing against your kid, my child, remember this. The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. According to John 10:10, I came so that they could live life to the fullest. Yes, my kid, this woman has turned into a tool in the hands of the adversary who manipulates people. But don't worry, I've already witnessed her actions, and I'll reveal everything. The following step will alter everything, so stay with me. Let me now show her initial move. Your son has a lot of faith in this woman, but she is working in the background. She is sowing the seeds of uncertainty in his heart. She doesn't publicly attack him. Instead, she employs a much more devious and risky tactic. She makes him doubt himself by whispering to him. She informs him that his aspirations are too lofty and unattainable. She persuades him that he is incapable, that he is pursuing an impossible goal, and that he will fail. My child, do you see what she's doing? She is aware of the importance of faith's power. She is aware that she won't have to steal anything from him if she can make him stop believing in himself. He will give it up on his own. I have put dreams in his heart, and he will leave them. The way the enemy operates, my kid, is that he sometimes persuades you to give up your own blessings rather than stealing them by force. Considering this, how many people have left their vocation because they felt inadequate, rather than because they lack talent? She's doing precisely that to your son. She starts by betraying his trust. She keeps an eye out for his weak points, such as when he's exhausted, having trouble, or feeling down. She hits at that point. She slowly sows doubt in his mind by whispering falsehoods like, "You're not good enough. You'll never make it. Why bother trying?" The more he hears her lies, the more he begins to believe them. But do you recall what I told Joshua, my kid? Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. Joshua 19:30. Yes, just as I am with you, I am with your son. For this reason, I am alerting you now so that you can fill the void and dispel these lies before they spread. I will not allow her to take away his future. This fight is far from done. My child, you have to take action and show him the reality. He is capable of much more than he realizes. He is stronger than these lies. Even though the enemy may talk, you will speak the truth, that he was destined for greatness, and that I have plans for him that are full of promise and hope. Pay close attention, my child, For what's about to happen is far riskier. Her second move is more disruptive and shrewd. She initially merely subtly raised concerns in your son's head, but now she is doing something far worse. She is encircling him with people who will repeat the falsehood she sowed. These voices will call him stupid for believing in the greatness I have placed inside him. They will roll their eyes when he discusses his purpose, and they will make fun of his dreams. My child, do you see what she's doing? She intends to make him feel isolated. She wants him to feel like an outcast and foolish for having such lofty dreams. She wants him to perceive only negativity in the world. The way the enemy operates is not necessarily by force, but with insidious, silent poison, one lie at a time. As the voices become louder and the rejection becomes more ingrained in his heart, he will start to ask himself, what if they're right? What if I'm not enough? The adversary whispers till dreams fade and die and faith is choked. This is an assault on your son's very future, not just his self-esteem. But don't be duped, my kid. Bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15:33 is a fact worth hearing. It's time for you to stand up for your son, but not in fear. Have faith and fight. Speak life over him. Surround him with people who will remind him of his true self, who will stoke rather than extinguish the fire of his purpose. And above all, tell him that no amount of force in hell can halt a dream I grant him unless he gives in to the falsehoods. Unless he accepts the falsehoods and gives up, no one, no uncertainty, and no whisper can ruin the future I have in store for him. So, dear kid, ask yourself, will you fill the void for your son? Are you going to stand up for his future? You have an option, but keep in mind that I have already vanquished the adversary. It's in your hands now, and the triumph is already mine. The struggle is yours to win, so take it, my child. Fight for him, fight for his aspirations. My kid, pay close attention because what I'm going to tell you will release your heart. You will begin to realize who genuinely walks with you and who doesn't when you remain steadfast in your convictions and refuse to alter who you are in order to fit in. This is a revelation, not a loss. You won't always get along with everyone around you if you adhere to the principles I've instilled in your heart and don't compromise on what's best for you. That's okay. Friendships were never intended to accompany you into the future I have planned for you, so don't lament their passing. Others may reject you, others won't understand your journey, and others will even be angry with you for sticking to your principles. But this is the joy of leading a life grounded on truth. So don't be afraid, my darling. You eliminate everything that isn't in line with your intended identity when you refuse to bend. And as you clear the route, the right things will start to happen. The right people will enter your life. The right chances will present themselves. The correct path will become evident, and doors that were intended exclusively for you will open. Remain steadfast and know that I am with you, my child. I've been there for you through every storm, so trust me. I've witnessed all of your tears, even the ones you choose to hide. Even in the quiet of the night, I have heard all the prayers that you believed were unanswered. I was present. I have never, not even for a second, left you. I've supported you when you didn't see it, given you courage when you felt helpless, given you hope when you felt hopeless, and loved you when you felt undeserving. I am aware that things feel challenging at the moment. The burden you bear, the unanswered prayers, the doubt, and the times you question whether I've forgotten you are all visible to me. Now listen to me. I have the time just right. A delay does not equate to a denial. I'm putting things in order for you in the background. Something is about to change. The storm you have been in will pass. The doors that once appeared closed will swing wide open. The very situations that have pained your heart will change. But I need you to believe in me, my child. Believe that I'm guiding you towards something bigger than you can fathom. Breathe deeply and face this new day with optimism. I'll never let you down. I'm with you. Hear me out. I haven't finished with you yet. The best is yet to come. What you see now is only the beginning. My child, don't let where you are deter you. This isn't where you're going. Trust me, even though it may seem like a lengthy road and a slow voyage, I am getting ready to take you to new heights. You can feel stuck right now, question why things aren't moving more quickly, and feel that every stride you take forward is followed by 2 steps back. But pay close attention. You are not defined by your difficulties, failures, or disappointments. They are merely stepping stones. They are molding you and fortifying you for the future. The magnificence I have in store for you is much greater than what you have seen thus far. Therefore, don't let your present situation depress you. Don't allow frustration to rob you of your dreams. The best is still to come, so keep going, keep believing, keep trusting, and keep anticipating. The seemingly locked doors will open. The seemingly unattainable opportunities will materialize. The unattainable aspirations will materialize, and the benefits I have planned for you will surpass your wildest expectations. My child, remember that although you began with little, you will finish up with much. Job 8:7. Your best days are still to come. Your narrative is not yet finished. I'm aware of the burden you bear. I can see the anxiety and fear that try to control you. I am aware of the silent struggles you face when no one else is there. You worry about your future, your family, your health, and your finances. You feel the uncertainty, the struggle, and the frustration, and I can see it, my child. But pay close attention. Your narrative doesn't finish here. You will succeed, regardless of how things appear at the moment. Even if the journey may seem lengthy and the load heavy, I will remain at your side the entire while. I am still working for you, and I have always worked in your behalf. I'm making things better for you, even if you might not notice it yet. I'll bless you today if you don't give up. Like a river gently coursing through your soul, I will pour my calm over you. Wherever you experience suffering, I will provide healing. I'll bring triumph where you've been defeated. I am transforming this difficult, agonizing circumstance into something lovely. You will be lifted higher by what was intended to break you. The greatest is still to come, so keep waiting. Trust that I will be there for you no matter what, even if the road looks long and the journey difficult. Be assured that I have an excellent plan for you. You have a bright future ahead of you, and I'm working behind the scenes to make sure you have access to everything you require. Remember that I have always been at your side, and keep going. You are stronger than you realize. I'll see you through this, and I'm always here. Have faith in me and see how I improve your situation. Listen carefully, my child. I am speaking to you today with strength and love. Keep going. I can see the struggles you're going through. Your relationships are being put to the test. Your health seems unclear and your finances seem to be under attack. I understand that you're going through a difficult period, but know that this is not the end. The difficulties you are currently facing are indicators that your breakthrough is imminent, not that you have failed. Don't be scared. The enemy has attempted to break you and bring you down. Even though he came to attack you, his weapons won't work. I've already cleared the path for you and gone before you. Your life has already been pronounced a victory, and the enemy cannot take away what I have promised you. I've pronounced blessings over your future, healing over your suffering, and serenity into your storm. No force in hell can ever erase what I have prepared for you, so keep in mind that nothing can stop me when I speak. Even though the enemy's attack feels intense, it's only their final effort to stop you from doing what I've already started for you. You are not alone, so remain strong and keep going. I'm with you. The triumph is already yours, and my promise is safe.